This program is produced by the volunteers of Tellico Village Broadcasting.
The quest to establish an adult day center for men and women with Alzheimer's and dementia in Monroe and Loudoun counties and surrounding communities passed a hugely important milestone in mid-November. The center, called Our Place, will be built on land located near the Food Lion complex at the intersections of Routes 72 and 444 in Loudoun. Special ceremonies to hand over the deed to the land from the East Tennessee Foundation and the Tellico Community Foundation to Our Place were held on November 12th. The donation of the land was the result of the generosity and philanthropic foresight of some local citizens who wanted to make a difference in the quality of life for local residents, especially seniors. Joe Beal is the chair of the Tellico Community Foundation.
I want to recognize the generosity of Mr. Brantley Tillman and the Floyd and Owens families for the donation of this entire piece of property to the Tellico Community Foundation. We are eternally grateful to them. They were the developers of the Food Lion complex, had this piece of land, and wanted to do something that could benefit the community, and they made the contribution to the Tellico Community Foundation at the end of 2019.
Trudy Hughes is the Vice President for Regional Advancement with the East Tennessee Foundation.
We started this journey over a year ago when this property, this 5-acre parcel, was gifted to us by Brantley Tillman and some other of his partners. The goal of his gift was to enhance the philanthropic presence in the Tellico Village and surrounding communities.
Jim Dezzuti is the chair for the Our Place Board of Directors.
The mission of Our Place is really to provide a facility for socialization for those people impacted by Alzheimer and dementia, and to give respite to their caregivers so they can have time to themselves and do the kind of things they were used to doing prior to any kind of diagnosis.
For Mike McClamrock, the president and CEO of the East Tennessee Foundation, the need for an adult day center to serve people with Alzheimer's and dementia and their caregivers is something he understands at a very personal level.
I speak from experience. My mom eventually succumbed to dementia, and if I had not had a team of nurses and doctors and caregivers, it would have been an impossible task to keep my mother comfortable, secure, and safe in her decline.
The plan to build Our Place is a central piece of the philanthropic puzzle for this area, but as such, it is not the entire picture. There are larger, very long-term goals to do good and important things to improve the lives of the residents of Monroe and Loudoun counties and surrounding communities. The partnership and affiliation of the Tellico Community Foundation and the East Tennessee Foundation has very broad implications for establishing important programs for the future. All of it is built in part on the 4 program pillars established by the Tellico Community Foundation in recent years: improving early childhood literacy, community enrichment, finding solutions for the opioid crisis, such as Drug Take-Back Day, and to support seniors in need. Trudy Hughes with the East Tennessee Foundation says, in addition to the land deed gift to Our Place, more adjacent land near the Food Lion complex has also been donated to charity. The prospective sale of that land will raise endowment funds for the Tellico Community Foundation to carry out more programs and make important grants in the years to come.
And when that sells, that will further enhance the endowed fund of the Tellico Community Foundation, positioning them to accomplish even great philanthropy, again, here in the Tellico Village community, as well as the counties of Loudoun and Monroe.
The sale of that additional land is being managed by Michael Rupert and his team at Lakeside Realty. Joe Beal agrees The funds raised will have a huge and lasting impact on the charitable needs of this region.
The result of the sale of that property, we expect to put a large majority of it in an endowment for the foundation. And from that endowment, we'll be able to make significant grants over the decades ahead, along with additional gifts that we'll receive from our own donors and donors for other purposes and specific purposes.
The fundraising to build and establish Our Place has proceeded at a remarkable pace. Approximately 50% of the money needed to build the actual building has been raised in about a year's time. Mike McClamrock from the East Tennessee Foundation says his organization challenged the Our Place board and volunteers to come up with a 3-year plan to raise enough money to qualify for the land donation, and that it happened much faster than he ever imagined it would.
You guys break records. I have never seen anything like it. We are less than 1 year into that 3-year plan, and here we are at the honorary transfer of the deed. So congratulations. You all should give yourselves a hand as well.
Our Place Chair Jim Dezzuti says local residents will soon see construction work for the building begin.
We hope to break ground by first quarter of 2021, and hopefully this place will be up and operational by first quarter of 2022.
The original inspiration and motivation to establish Our Place came from the direct experience of Tellico Village resident Sue Newman, whose husband Joel died in July from dementia. Joe Beal paid tribute to her at the November 12th ceremonies as she prepares to leave the area and move to Arizona to be closer to her family.
She is tenacious. She's been the energy behind this whole effort. And Sue, we've all learned a lot by your example, and we're going to miss you very, very much.
Stay in Tellico Village were the first people that supported us, and following them, of course, the churches were behind us as well. I have to say thanks to some of our pastors who jumped on board and helped us. Ingrid Schalk was one of our huge cheerleaders, and her church, the smallest church in the community, Shepherd of the Lake, has made a major financial contribution. Particularly, I want to thank Christ our Savior. They offered us their facilities. And of course, it goes without saying that Charlie Bernard was our Savior. He jumped in and said, we're going to help you, and we're going to make a major, major contribution. And they have. Probably half of what we have is directly due to the efforts of Charlie Bernard and the people at the First Baptist Church.
Our Place needs you in order to become a reality for our seniors in need and their families who provide their care. Did you know that when you make a purchase at Amazon.com, you can have a portion of your purchase price be donated by Amazon to Our Place? Here's how to do it. Simply log into smile.amazon.com and sign up. Enter Our Place Company when it asks which charity you want Amazon to donate a portion of your purchase price. The donation is made totally by Amazon, and it won't cost you anything extra. Currently, we're at the 50% mark for funds needed to build. Our Place is an IRS-authorized 501c3 charity, and your gift to Our Place is tax-deductible. Go to ourplacetn.org to donate online, or you can send a check to Our Place, 202 Chota Road, Loudon, Tennessee, 37774.